Chandra Sabhavatara Sarashiromani Kevala Kanda. That's very nice. Wonderful. We should learn this. This song gives me so much ecstasy. I love this song. Anyway, Sabhavatara. He is all the avatars, all the incarnations. Not only Krishna, but at different times he showed all of the qualities of all the different incarnations of the Lord. If you read Caitanya, he's looking at me astonished. If you read Caitanya-caritāmṛta, you see these descriptions. At some time, he manifested the mood of Lord Nrsimha. I will kill the atheists! Ah! Other times, he became very gentle, like what was the dwarf Brahmana incarnation, brother of Indra, Vamana. Yeah, he became like Vamana, especially in his youth. He was very much like Vamana, very soft and very kind, especially to his parents. And then at other times, he was like, all the different incarnations. He manifested all these. Even one time, he got into the mood of kurma, and he retracted his limbs within his body, like a turtle. Yeah, and nobody but Lord Chaitanya can do this. So you can read this in Caitanya-caritāmṛta. It's very, very wonderful. He displayed all of these moods. Yeah. And then, when he began his Sankirtan movement, he started to display the moods and functions of Radharani. So Lord Chaitanya not only manifested all the moods of all the avatars and incarnations, Dasha avatars, but he also showed the moods, ecstatic moods, and unique qualities of Srimati Radharani. This is amazing, unheard of, unprecedented, wonderful, And when you read Caitanya-caritāmṛta, it's full of so much nectar like this. I mean, it's stated that when Krishna came, he brought the treasury of love of Godhead with him. This is considered to be the most valuable possessions of the Lord, because it gives him the most pleasure, the most ecstasy, to see this wonderful, ecstatic love of Godhead in his servants. So Lord Krishna brought the storehouse, the treasury of love of God with him, but that remained sealed. It was only the inhabitants of Vrindavan that got to partake of this. See, outside of Vrindavan, he did not manifest all these ecstatic pastimes. See, but Lord Chaitanya, when he came, it said he broke open the storehouse and plundered the contents and distributed it to everyone without consideration. I mean, Lord Chaitanya was out of control. He was completely ecstatic madman. He didn't consider whether one was fit or unfit. He simply gave love of Godhead to everyone. And he caught this mood from Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu with Nityananda. It says it all. And Nityananda was simply giving love of Godhead to everyone. Jagai Madhai, everybody. He wasn't considering anything. Just take it. Dui Jana. Nitai Gaura Chandra. See, there's two of them. They're in cahoots together. These two brothers. Sabha Avatara. Between them, they embody all the avatars, all the incarnations of the Lord. Sara Shiromani. The essence of mercy and compassion. Shiromani. So these two brothers, if we take shelter of them, I wanted to say this earlier when we were having kirtan, but since I only have one mouth, unfortunately, I had to save it till now, that if we call out these names of Nitai, Chaitanya, Nimai Nitai, or Nityananda, Chaitanya, you know, and the rest of the Panchatattva, but especially them, Nitai Gauranga, if we call out these names, then we'll automatically get this special mercy, this unconditional attraction to Lord Krishna. See, that's why we chant the Panchatattva mantra before we chant the Hare Krishna mantra. You know, that actually, in a sense, we give that mantra more precedence. First we chant our Guru mantra, or Guru Pranam mantra, then we chant Panchatattva mantra, and only then we chant Hare Krishna mantra. Why? Because Nitai and Gauranga, they broke open this secret, confidential storehouse of love of God, and they just passed it out to everybody. They didn't think. You know? One time, Lord Chaitanya was in South India, and there were many, you know, brahmanas, smarta brahmanas down there. And so he said, I am a merchant, and I have brought all my wares, but the price is too high, and nobody's buying. So I will just give freely to everyone, because I don't want to return back home without having distributed my goods. I want to come home empty. So I'll just give to everybody. And he gave to everyone without discrimination. So even in Navadvip, he was not so munificent. In South India, he gave without restriction. So even today in South India, this faith is very strong. And if we go into places, especially Tamil Nadu, the place where Lord Chaitanya visited when he toured South India, he went all the way to Cape Comorin and back. So that means that whole area was just flooded with love of Godhead. You know, and as a result, now it's still the most pious place in the whole world. Even you go to Vrindavan or Mayapur in the north, and the Vedic culture is not in such good condition as in the south of India. You know, so that's where we're going. we're going to take shelter there. So anyway, I got way off the topic, but I hope you understand.
Okay, next question from Mother Jennifer. Babaji, please accept my humble obeisances. Who were the queens? Are they Krishna's gopis?
No, gopis and queens are different qualification. Gopis only appear in Goloka or Gokula, Vrindavan. And they are young, unmarried girls, or they're married to somebody else other than Krishna. And the flavor of love is called Parakiya Rasa, which means the flavor of a paramour, a lover. Whereas the queens in Dwarka, they are all kshatriyas, princesses. Very highly qualified, highly cultured princesses, used to a royal environment and existence. And they marry Krishna. So they're married, the love is called Svakiya. Svakiya is, although it's conjugal love of Krishna, is considered on a lower platform than Parakiya. Yeah. Remember, in the spiritual world, everything is reversed. This material world, this is a reflection. And just like a reflection, Krishna says, of a tree, where if you see a tree with the roots upward and the branches down, you know this is a reflection, because it's upside down, right?
Yeah.
So it's upside down, also backwards. So if you try to understand what we consider very low in this material world, in the spiritual world is very high. It's simply backwards. Because everything Krishna does is pure. everything he does is good. There's nothing bad in the spiritual world. Even when Krishna is stealing, you know, the gopis are like, well, Krishna, this is your butter. You can do whatever you like with it. Sometimes they would have a festival and they would throw the butter and have food fights. In this material world, this would be considered very irresponsible. Huh? Why are you throwing butter? Wasting. But in the spiritual world, when Krishna does it or his devotees do it, it's very wonderful. It's very
nice. Next question from Mother Christina. One of the differences between the Vedānta-sūtra mantra and the Maha Mantra is that the Vedānta-sūtra mantra, Shakshara mantra, accepts offenses.